Oh boy. So, got Kingdoms and Castles yesterday. Played on normal easy mode, where you get rated, but not super hard. And this is what I ended up with after playing for maybe, I don't know, it's been about 12 hours straight at this point probably. Yeah. So, started off here, and I basically just expanded over this whole island. There was significant forests and stones. I just kept forestry on the edge over here, and I left some nice trees around the water. Just built mainly just the farms and the houses slowly, and just built a few towers at first for defense. And then once I finally kind of filled out this area with some more industrial stuff, getting some stone and iron, and then once I built this nice aqueduct here, got some nice farming. It's only at that point that I went around and built a wall around the whole thing. And then once I finished the wall around this whole area, and I kind of have this cute little tavern on the end here, which I like. I then, well, first I built just this bridge right here, and I needed more wood, so I just did more forestry on this island with enough food to sustain itself. And I don't think I started building walls on this next. I think I just kind of had buildings here. And the next thing I did was just starting from right here, I just started building walls on this island, and I've just been building buildings, and then building more walls and building more buildings, and then doing the same thing across the other side of it, building walls, figuring out where I want to do forestry, building more walls, figuring out where I want to do the aqueduct and the farms. And then finally, after most of the buildings were built, I then filled in the last of the walls over here. And then for the final island, well yeah, so after that I walled this small island, and then for the final island, there's a lot of forest. I don't really feel like just, again, fully enclosing an island and just filling up the middle. So I just kind of started with this little enclave, which wasn't originally connected here. I just started with this road, and made this little enclave, which I thought looked nice. And then I just started building farms along here, and I started building this wall along this side, and then I got the aqueduct and all the farms set up, and then I finished the walls around this way. I left this open area because it looks nice, I think. And so yeah, so the idea was make a shitload of farms, cover the whole island with farms, so that then I could make an artificial island, kind of Venice style, in the middle, which I think turned out really well. I think that it actually did a good job of maximizing population I could get out of available land area. Though I didn't, do everything I could do to maximize population. I left a lot of things just because I wanted them to look nice. But yeah, I think this looks nice and did a good job of increasing my population a lot. I started building some actual road on piers, but I decided it was both more convenient and more aesthetic to just leave the wooden bridges between everything. And so at first there was only this connection, and I just kind of started with this area, and then I slowly built it this way, and I eventually connected it over here, and then kind of just grew it out this way and that way at the same time, until finally connected it up over here, and connected it over here. And then at the very end, I built out this way, built this little bit, and then I built the Tower of Doom, which I just wanted to see how far the game would let me build. And it turns out it's very far, and so I just built until it was completely impossible to see the top anymore. And so then at that point I just put ballistae and archer towers on top of it, which you might be able to see sort of from the shadow. Kind of see ballast tape there. And so I don't know what the range of these is, the range of these weapons on top of the tower are, because of course the range scales with how high it is. And I don't know if that just continues infinitely. So I haven't seen any enemies yet since I built this tower. I just finished, you know, year 400 or so. And yeah, so just a dragon has showed up, but it was dead before I saw it, so I didn't see it. Hopefully some Vikings will show up. Who knows where they'll show up, but I think chances are, wherever they show up, they're probably going to get shot at, because you know, when I was placing the towers, it was down on the ground, I could see the little circle around it, like this. And then as I moved it on top of the thing, usually, you know, moving it up or down makes the circle expand or contract. And then when I moved it on top of the thing, the circle just... You just can't see the circle anymore. So I assume that just means the circle is really big. So that'll be... So that's what I'm just waiting on. Just waiting on some Vikings to come and try and fuck me up. We'll see what happens. Also, most of the Viking attacks had been coming on this wall for a while, which is why it's very buffed. I am at the point where just any attack gets pretty much completely stopped by the towers alone. So, and that was already getting stopped just by the wall towers, but it would always knock a couple pieces of wall down when the Vikings came. So I added all this to just try and see if I could completely stop them without having to actually rebuild anything. But then they started coming elsewhere, coming over here, and then they even came... Oh, here we go, Vikings. We're gonna hit play. Oh, yes! Those... Oh no, okay, that's coming from there. I think these are coming from the tower, aren't they? Yeah, the tower is shooting, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Okay, the tower just has gigantic range. That's good. Get away. Except the arrows look like they're just ceasing to exist long before they get to the ground, so that's funny. But at least the ballista works. Okay, I'm glad that I found this out. Let's see if I can see the shadow shooting. Okay, I don't see anything in the shadow. Yeah, that is a good outcome. That's what I call that. Just random ballast shots raining above. Am I gonna get away without having to rebuild a single piece of wall? We'll see. Yeah, so it seems like only the ballista shots are coming down. Seems like the arrows do phase out if they're shot from too high up, it seems. Yeah, they're all just fading out right here. So maybe I'll replace the 2 archer towers with more ballistas. One more ship. This ship's gonna die here in a sec, hopefully. And then, if there's any other Viking ships left alive, it'd be funny to see if they get hit by any orbital strike ballista shots, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen. And they're all dead. Okay. Well, that was good test. Question has been answered, I think. So yeah, this is my nice town. It's pretty good, I think. This is a nice game. I just fear that having sat here for 12 hours straight, going from beginning straight to what, as far as I can tell, is basically maximum town. I don't know what more there is to do in this game now that I've done this. Of course, you know, you can try other maps because they're randomized. But I think I've already done all the ideas that I had that I would actually want to do here on this one. Such as liberal use of piers and using all the farming stuff and yeah. Because I don't really want to do something like this, but where I just like cover everything with piers or anything. I don't want to do anything boring. And I don't really want to do anything that looks dumb either, so I don't want to just, you know, completely 100% optimize the map. Because that would just mean covering everything up, basically. And you know, just it's nice having natural forests instead of the other ones. Also, I was wondering if maybe one of the hidden achievements was having one of every single structure built. So I do actually have at least one of every single structure built, including both statues. But I didn't see anything, so that doesn't seem to be an achievement. There is an achievement for building a tall tower, but I think it's called, you know, Tower of Babel. But I'm pretty sure I got it when the tower was only about this tall or something, maybe a little bit taller. It was less than half, maybe only like a quarter as tall as it is now. So yeah. I'm pretty sure you could continue building this up, but I just figured once it's past where I can see, I figure that it doesn't make much difference after that. Even if I can still see the shadow. Alright, so that's been my night. Oh boy.